Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the December 23rd, 2022 new moon in Capricorn. Now, there's going to be a new moon in Capricorn on December 23rd, 2022. A new moon in astrology can signify new beginnings. One may embark on a new project or endeavor. People may feel revitalized and rejuvenated. Many may have an abundance and surfeit of energy. What may be superfluous and frivolous can be discarded and thrown away. What may have prohibited you from taking action may be eliminated. The new moon can be introspective. What may start out with the new moon in Capricorn can culminate with the full moon in Cancer. And what may start out as an example as a new career or business may culminate with greater emotional security. Um, it may be, this new moon may impact all collectively, but especially those with a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant Capricorn because it's going to be in their own sign. Cancer, because Cancer is simply the zodiac sign, Cancer is simply sensitive to all transits and phases of the moon, since the moon governs Cancer. And this may be attributed as to why the zodiac sign Cancer can be so fickle, moody, and temperamental. Now, it may be the beginning for some of being more consistent, structured, and disciplined. Some people may want to begin, having more structure in their life. If this falls in the fourth house as an example, it could be the start of having more structure in one's home and family life. Some may take on, a new responsibility. If it falls in the eighth house, as an example, it may involve a shared resources situation or something associated with taxes or insurance, and may be the beginning of methodical transformation. And now another thing is that this may, in some cases, this may be the start of a new Capricorn related job, and especially if it falls in what I consider one of the money houses, which are the second, sixth, and 10th houses. And it could be the beginning of a position in business, administration, government work, politics, dentistry, accounting, information technology, masonry, or carpentry as some examples. And it could simply be the start of a job, which involves more discipline and concentration than usual. Now, the thing too is, though the new moon is generally auspicious, but I believe in some instances it can be the start, of some, Capricorn health related issue. Now, especially if it falls in the first or sixth house in the natal chart. The first house is associated with the physical body. The sixth house governs physical health related issues. Now, it could be something, physically, related and associated with Capricorn, such as something with the knees, the joints, hamstrings, gallbladder, or bones. And since this is just a regular new moon, it's not an eclipse. I believe it would likely be something that's not overly serious. It might be some like a simple strain or pain in the knees as an example, or a knee. And the thing about this is, again, the new moon is just very, very introspective, and it's a start, the beginning of something, an idea to do something, and it's about, it's more introspective. But what I want to get at, too, um, if it falls in the another example, let's say if it falls in the 12th house. In remote instances, it may manifest in the start of some some isolated cases. It could be a Capricorn related, mental illness or mental health issue. It could be a mild form of depression. It could be like maybe it's some seasonal depression. As some examples, as an example, it could be a beginning of introspection in solitude and seclusion. It may even be the beginning of dealing with a hidden adversary. It may be a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or one that simply embodies those traits. Now, another thing too is that it's important, to look at the house, this falls in your natal chart, is this could impact its delineation and interpretation. Now, for me, this is going to fall in my 8th house. And now this may manifest in a number of ways for me. One way may simply could be consistent, structured, which is Capricorn, moral, emotional, or monetary support, which is the 8th house. And it could be, support given and or received. And it may be the start, it could be of a transformation that's done very diligently and methodically. It might be some internet connection, may begin, with a Capricorn, maybe an intimate connection, I should say, with a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies those characteristics. That maybe with somebody that is older, mature, responsible, disciplined, pragmatic, and ambitious. And as far as some other things I want to talk about with this new moon, it's really now the aspects that this makes to points in your chart can be important as well, because that could impact how this transit affects you. Now, this transit is going to make in opposition to my natal Mercury in Cancer in the 2nd house. And by itself, the transit may be expressed in time that's just generally more introspective and contemplative for me. Capricorn can be introspective, and the new moon as well. And the zodiac sign Cancer can be contemplated, and this could reinforce that energy. A prominent woman may oppose, prominent women is the moon, and it may oppose a short journey, which is Mercury. And there may be difficulty in me articulating, which is Mercury, the feelings, which is the moon, and a negative mood, which is the moon, may cause me to really only think, which is Mercury, about the bad aspects of things. And the moon in Capricorn can manifest in melancholy feelings. And Mercury in Cancer may lament over the past. Another way this could be expressed, it could be the need for something career related, which is Capricorn, associated with the occult, which can include astrology, and that's the 8th house. Opposing communication, which is Mercury, involving the past, nostalgia, and the home, which is the zodiac sign Cancer. And it may be something that I strongly value, and that's the 2nd house. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.